Hey, what's going on, agency owners? This is Kevin Marcus Miller. You know what time it is. Welcome to
Boom.
Agency Talk. I got my man Reed Van Luthen here. He's going to teach us how to exit our business. I know a lot of you are new agency owners, so you need to hear this stuff. Reed, how you doing, brother?
Doing great. 10 out of 10, I'll tell you. It's great
Nice.
to actually finally meet. We've been talking so many times.
Yeah,
Made
we
good friends
talked
through
like
the
four times on
phone.
the phone, man.
Yeah.
Right on, brother. Right on. So I gotta ask, complete curveball question. This is totally random,
Shoot.
but I'm curious. French toast or waffles?
That's not even a question. French toast every day. Every day.
Okay. Every day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can do so much with French toast. Oh. And it's really hard to get it wrong too.
That's very
Whereas
true.
Whereas if you're doing waffles, it's so often you overcook it. It gets too
Yes.
crispy. It's like I can't eat this.
So we connected on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah,
Don't you love LinkedIn?
I do. Yeah.
So first of all, I'm just curious right off the bat, what do you look for in a business to buy? I know you acquire businesses all the time and you teach people and all that kind of stuff. What do you look for in a business to buy?
That is a great question. And everyone you ask that to is going to have a slightly different answer.
Okay.
I myself, I have two different. I work with a private equity group, and
Nice.
they have very set criteria of what businesses they will look at. We've done over almost 1,000 business acquisitions over the last
Wow.
decade. None
Wow.
of them have been a restaurant. We don't touch restaurants. I like to focus on e-commerce stores and digital marketing agencies and everything online. Something that doesn't have a physical location, so I can run from around the world. I think I love that business model. It's the
Really?
same reason
See,
why
now
everyone
we're
here
talking, man.
is
Because
starting your business that way.
right,
I came
right.
this close. This close to starting my own digital marketing agency, actually. When
Really?
I learned about the power of buying businesses as opposed to starting them out, because I've done the start out route for 7 times over now.
Mm,
It's fun. You learn a lot, but one thing you often forget when you're building a business is the exit strategy.
right.
You know, you forget to think about, okay, what's my end goal here? Do I want to just build a cash cow and live off the rest of my life? Do I want to, or do I want to
Mm,
cash out with $2 million 3 years from now?
facts.
Really depends on what you want, and you can make whatever happen. Kevin here can help you get there.
So this is interesting, man, because first of all, the transition piece that you're talking about, honestly, when I started my agency 2015, it never crossed my mind.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
I'm here to make money. I'm here to
Most
make
people
money.
don't. Most people don't think about it. It's like, how do I make money? It's all they're first cared about,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But if you build it with the end in mind, you skip so much heartache and headache
Mm,
and learning period. You learn how to automate sooner and cheaper and get and hire people sooner in order to make it work, numbers,
right.
whatnot. It's really cool. But going back to answer your actual question, as far as what I'm looking for
Hmm.
specifically, I like to look for a healthy asking price for a business of no more than 3 times their EBITDA.
EBITDA. Okay, so this is a big term. I see this thrown around a lot in the Facebook world. Read, what is
Yeah.
EBITDA? What does EBITDA actually mean in like second grade language? Not the jumbo version, but give it to me second grade
Okay.
version. What's
So it's basically how you get your EBITDA is you take your net profit
Okay.
plus your interest, dividends, depreciation, amortization. It honestly, the best way to do it is just to Google it.
Because the minute you started saying all that, I was like, what is that?
EBITDA stands for earnings before interest, dividends, depreciation, and amortization. So it's
Woof,
like
that's a
really, so
word salad.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. But in a
Typically,
nutshell, it's a formula
it's a
that accounts
formula.
for certain
Most
expenses. Is that
people don't
right?
even, most people, I have to calculate most of the time actually. Most people just provide the cash flow, what they call the cash flow, or the net profit.
Yeah.
That's good enough to get me started. Usually they're pretty close.
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of threes, rule of threes when looking to buy a business. I want the last thing, if they're making $500,000 a year,
Hmm.
cash flow, profit, EBITDA, similar, they're close, then I would want to buy a business for less than 1.5 million.
I see. And you're saying profit. You're saying 500K profit, net
Profit,
not
profit,
gross
not
revenue.
revenue. Revenue is very different. And that difference between the revenue and profit, I'm looking for a 30% profit margin.
And that's higher compared to some digital agencies. Like I read a study and it said the average is about 20-25.
Okay.
So you're looking right above, which is strategic, right? You want a good cash flow.
Yeah, looking for a good business. And the reason why is because that as an investor creates kind of a buffer of an insurance for in case something goes wrong. Because oftentimes, and this is a big topic we're talking about a little bit today, is the transition period from owner to owner. Things can get, lots of mistakes can be made really easy.
I see.
So, and that's a big consideration. It's like, hey, how easy is it for me to take over this business?
Yeah.
Is the owner of this business doing all of the work? If that's the case, you're not selling a business. You're selling a job.
Right. Ooh. Say that again. You're not selling a business.
You're selling a job. And I don't want a job. I got enough work to do already. Right? Now, you can sell those businesses. I've never seen one being sold that has a single employee in there and where the owner is the employee. I've never seen that before.
Wow.
But if you have like 5 employees plus the owner and he's working full time too,
that's okay.
well, I'll buy those businesses too. But I know I'm going to get a much better deal than I would be if they were an absentee owner. If the owner was majority hands off, if they just help make some important decisions every once in a while, then that's what I'm looking for. That's that deal. But at the same time, if there's enough profit in the business, it's making enough money, and the owner is heavily involved, and there's enough money for me to hire someone else,
right,
for me, then it makes sense.
This is really helpful for me because, believe it or not, we hadn't had this talk yet, but I am going to be buying businesses.
Oh,
okay. So we will have a conversation privately, of course, but yeah, that's definitely been on my mind, and one of the things that I've been looking for is to do some smaller micro businesses first.
Okay, yeah.
Just to add to my
There's
portfolio.
so many out there right now, especially online stores. You can buy a business for less than $10,000. Can you believe
like that? On Flippa and stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that's cool, man. Now,
obviously, those are very beginner stores, and they require a lot of work to be very profitable.
Yeah.
You need to know what your craft. So make sure you're not a complete beginner. But a little more criteria. So looking for asking price, 3x of the EBITDA, looking for 3 years experience. This is a big one as well. So I'm looking, the reason why is because I'm not buying business with my own money. I'm going to use the bank. I don't buy a house with cash. I'm going to get a freaking loan for it.
Yeah.
Right. So what banks are looking for are 3 years of tax returns.
Got it.
Prove to me what you've actually done the last 3 years. Make sure this is this is how they make sure that it's a good investment,
Right, because if year one was not very good, that's not going to help, right?
It really depends, There's lots of ways to value a business. You could take an average of the last 3 years profit. Okay. You can, if it's growing really fast, if it's doubling, tripling every year,
right?
You can, at least stands to reason it's going to continue to grow.
Right. So at least stay the same. So you take the average instead of the first year, which might have not been so high. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really an art form all on its own.
Nice, man.
Cool. And it really depends on business to business. Is there real estate involved? Is there inventory? And I I can help you with that a little bit. I'd be happy to help out anyone else that's listening to this. If individual questions to specific things, feel free to reach out to me.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
only thing I stand to gain from this is potentially buy your business myself. But I'm always like, you give and take. You give as much as you can,
right?
And the universe just sends it back to you. That's cool.
100%. So question.
So go to finish the question. 3 years of tax returns.
Okay.
Ideally, if it's close, that'll work.
Yep.
3 multiple of cat EBITDA.
Mm-hmm.
How is the transition going to be?
3 years experience, right?
30% profit margins.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the big ones. Yeah.
Okay. And so how much would it cost me to run the business as an absentee owner?
Yeah, exactly. You have to take that into account. So if the business is, and that's one problem that that sellers do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll throw in what they pay themselves.
Okay.
Back into what the business is making, to call it seller's discretionary earnings. So let's say the business makes $500,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which at 3x multiple values at 1.5. Typically businesses will sell. I will buy a business anywhere between 3 and 1 multiple of their earnings.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll turn around and try to sell it a few years later.
Okay.
From 3 to 5. Now, if you're a SaaS company, sometimes SaaS companies sell for more, anywhere from 9 to 12 in some cases. Yeah. But those are larger, fast-growing, really, really good businesses.
Gotcha. So how much would that cost? Like 100,000? Like how much would that cost to actually run the business if I wanted to step away?
Yeah, so that's the question. So if I like to assume anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000.
Okay.
Okay. And it really depends on the business. That really depends. So if, let's say, it's a very involved business, the owner is doing everything day to day, managing the teams. He's selling. He's doing some of the tax returns. You probably hire someone. Here's what I really do. I'd hire VAs.
I think you're giving a lot of game right now, Reed.
Okay.
Hold on a second. A lot of new agency owners. What's a VA? And where do I hire them?
Your best friend. They're your best friend. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you. Okay. So I'm just going to drop this little bomb for you. If you haven't figured this out, so many people know about VAs.
Yeah.
But they don't know if that's a real thing or if it's ethical or.
Right.
And it's like, okay, hold on a second. There's a person, but here's the reality of it. I hired my first VA a few months ago.
Okay.
Her name is Jen. She lives in the Philippines and she's a genius. She is wonderful. She's my best friend. And she is so much better at what I ask her to do than I am in a lot of cases. And I pay her $4.50.
Gotcha.
Now, keep in mind, go ahead and Google minimum wage in the Philippines. It will tell you $1.7 an hour.
Right. Relative. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
$4.50 an hour, pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of call center jobs. One of the most common jobs in the Philippines are call centers, right?
Right.
They often pay anywhere from $2.50 an hour.
Got it. So for a virtual
and
assistant, right? How much would that be? A 20-hour job, 40-hour job? What would that look like?
You can hire whatever you need. I have mine full time because I need a lot of help. I have this business. I buy businesses, but I also have my own side business that I help manage with my wife. Gotcha. We have a real estate investing business on the East Coast. We have 26 properties, and we just got 6 more. A lot of projects we're managing from afar. It's fun.
exciting, man. Exciting. So
yeah. As far as VAs go, guys, this is one of the best ways for you guys to build your business to sell later. Take as much off your plate, get yourself out of the business, stop working in the business, you can work on it. Right. You ever heard that phrase? It's a very important one. Get out of the business so you can work in it, on it. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I'm going to send you a link. Go ahead and drop it in the comments below, whatever.
Okay.
It's to a YouTube video that it's an hour and a half long that I found when I was looking to get my first VA. Teaches you all the ins and outs, everything you need to know
Mm,
about how to find your VA. If you plan on hiring more than one VA,
yep.
then hire your manager first, which is what I did, which is why I pay her more than everyone else I'm going to pay in the future.
Got it.
Because I plan on hiring 2 more here pretty soon.
Cool.
You're gonna go to onlinejobs.ph.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna post your job application, make sure it looks good. You'll get
Right.
50 to 100 applicants within 2 days.
Yeah.
And then you give them tasks to figure out give them homework to do, business assignments. Hey, go ahead and create social media posts for XYZ or do market research here. And whoever provides best value, best job, you get a bunch of free work done for you for free, like 50 hours of work done for free. And you just pick whoever does the best and interview them. So you save yourself time, and it goes into all that as far as what tools to use and how to manage them, how to find them, and it's cool.
Perfect.
How to pay them. It's very ethical. They're very happy and extremely loyal.
Got it. So for you, what things increase the value of the business the most? And also, follow-up question on that.
All right.
Why did you even start this in the first place? I really want to know that.
So you're breaking up there. What?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay. So the question is, what things increase the value of the business the most, and why did you get into mergers and acquisition in the first place?
Okay. Let's do the second question first. Yes, it's kind of two different things. So the reason why I got into mergers and acquisitions, why I decided to buy a business rather than get out of startup life, is because I buy mobile homes, and they're really, really cool. The numbers are sexy. I mean, they are, and the people are pretty cool too.
Cool, man.
Compared to real estate, you make so much more money with so much little capital. If your standard real estate thing, a single family home, you'll pay about $70,000 between the down payment and the renovation, and then you'll get anywhere from $1,000 to $400 a month. With mobile homes, I've never spent more than $7,000. I lied. $8,000. $8,000 between acquiring the home and renovating it. I never spent more than $8,000. And then I get anywhere from $350 to $600 a month.
Wow. 600. So times.
Yeah. So compare that to, as far as if you're only caring about cash flow there, that's the way to go. Mobile homes. I heard that in college. I reached out to a friend of mine whose dad did it. He made him my mentor, showed promise. He hired me to manage his business, his mobile home park in Virginia. So I went out there and managed his park for him, and I fell in love with the people, and I found a bunch of great mobile homes to buy, and
very cool.
And I got 14 my first year, and then I just continued to grow and scale and network with other property managers in the area, and I got really good at it to the point where now it's kind of boring, actually.
Really?
And it started feeling like it's kind of. Look, I'll tell you what. If you're in every business is boring after you've been done it long enough. Every business. And you'll see that. I see that all the time. The oldest businesses, the ones that 15, 20, 30, 40-year-old businesses that are selling,
right.
Their numbers have stagnated and plateaued forever. 10 years ago. They don't have the same drive and hunger as they did when they started. They just got bored. And why do they sell business? Because they're bored.
Wow.
They want to pursue other opportunities, or they want to retire, but the real reason they're just going to work on something else. Won't work on wood carving in my garage. What do you want? I want to go travel.
Exactly.
Right. So what I'm getting at here, the reason why I'm sorry, that was a long answer.
No, you're good, man. And
The
I
reason
appreciate
why-
you being detailed, because a lot of people listening, right, they need to hear this. They need to hear your mindset and your thought process. That's what's valuable.
So my thought process is I just got tired of playing small.
Got it.
Mobile homes are really small physically compared to normal houses. I felt like, man, yeah, it's really cool. I can keep buying these homes. I literally haven't actually bought any homes in the last 10 homes or so
Mm,
that were literally given to me, actually.
wow.
And now they require a lot of work. It's a win-win situation. But I can't help but feel, man, it's gotten easy. I'm not learning like I used to.
Mm,
It's fun. I have a headache. It's fun sometimes, but man, I want to play big. So I was like, hey, and then it was about that time when I wrote that I started, I'm going to start my own digital marketing agency. And I found this great group to help me do that. The DFY Done For You agency.
yep.
With Tyler Narducci or
Mhm.
Nardoni.
Nice.
Cool guy.
Yep. He helped me too. He's awesome.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I joined their group. I gave him $15,000. And I learned a ton, made some great friends, ultimately did nothing. I still have all the resources. I haven't used any of the resources actually yet. So if you know anybody that wants some help growing the business, I can provide you some resources for some equity in your business. Then
You're
I
funny, Reed. Shout out Tyler, man.
Um,
You know I love you. I rock with you, bro.
yeah.
Yes, sir. So the what things increase the value of the business the most, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay. So things that increase the value of the business most is money. Does your business make money?
Mm,
Number one, the more profitable, the more money you make that you keep. Remember, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
how much you
The
keep.
more money you keep each year, increase your business more than anything else. After that, how well do you track your money?
Mm,
Do you have clean books?
yeah.
If you don't have clean books, I'm going to buy your business at a much better discount because I'm serious. Because you're going to go in, you're going to require me to filter through all your numbers and make sure to evaluate your business for you.
Yeah.
You're trusting the buyer of a business to provide you with the accurate value of
Woo.
it. Okay. Thankfully, I'm a very honest guy, but you're going to pay me for my work.
Mm,
So with that, also how fast are your numbers growing? Is your business thriving? Is it alive, or is it growing, or is it dying? And where is it at? If it's growing, you can get a lot more money for it if it's growing quickly. If it's dying, I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I won't necessarily walk away right then, but it's dying because something you haven't quite figured out what's wrong. I might have a little more experience in certain areas and figure out, hey, I just need to do this, this, and that, and I can turn it around. And if that's where you guys are at, maybe we could talk. I provide a few tips and pointers. I do have a lot of experience in e-commerce and want to be experienced in digital marketing agency owners.
Right on. So
What I do, I'm mostly hands off. I help make important decisions. That's basically what I do.
Got you, bro. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do fill in the blank rapid fire. Then we'll tell them how they
Okay.
can connect with you. But let me see if I can throw you off real quick.
All right, go for it.
My favorite food is
Pizza. No, that's not pizza.
oh, got you. I'm like, I swear.
Sorry, I'm on a cut right now. I really want pizza. I'm so hungry all the time right now.
My ideal customers love me because.
Ooh, because my first thing that came to mind was because I'm funny and reliable.
Love it. I help blank do blank with my services.
I help people that want to retire by buying their business.
I love that. That was smooth, man. That was smooth.
Retire happy.
Retire happy. Ooh, even better. I love marketing because
Ooh, because I've done sales for a decade, working one-on-one with people, and I got pretty good. I love people for that. But marketing is amazing because you can reach 1 million people
yes.
all at once. It's leveraging yourself to so much more path to reach so many more people. I love marketing
Me too.
because it's a massive time saver. Imagine doing that one by one for everybody. Because I love paid marketing because with the press of a button, I can drive more sales to your business.
100%. Reed, thank you so much for the opportunity to get to know you. We'll talk to offline as well. But for those of you who want to tap in, learn more about what Reed's doing, we're going to put some comments, some links in the comments here. Go ahead and schedule some time with him. Go ahead and check him out. Follow him on LinkedIn. Reach out to him directly. Again, Reed, what was that sweet number you were looking for again to sell some businesses or buy some businesses?
Look, if you keep over $300,000 a year, reach out to me.
Boom, there it is. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.